The turn of the 21st century brought us plenty of fresh new faces. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 sexiest men of the 2000s.
If you ooze masculinity like some of us do, you have no reason to fear pink.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, a male icon only qualifies if they've reached their peak status as a sex symbol, celebrity hunk, or all-around cutie pie during the specified decade. Beyond that, any male celebrity who has made us sweat, blush, or sigh has been considered. This is part of a series dedicated to finding the hottest men of each decade.
I love you. I do. We're in this together. But, we gotta make a change.
Number 10. Ryan Reynolds. Reynolds had his big screen breakthrough playing Van Wilder, a prank-loving, womanizing man-child who refused to graduate from college. This showed us that he could be adorably hilarious and that he could turn heads by taking his shirt off.
I'm not taking off my clothes.
And everybody else is in their birthday suit.
Honestly, even with burn marks and a red superhero costume, Reynolds still manages to make us blush.
Yeah, like I got bit by a radioactive Shar-Pei.
Perhaps the most likely on this list to charm us into the bedroom through humor. He also appears to be quite a wonderful father in real life as well. Unfortunately, he's already taken by the beautiful Blake Lively, but she's clearly okay with his continued shirtless scenes.
Okay, now let's get these pants off and fly some planes.
Declared People's Sexiest Man Alive in 2010, Reynolds is showing no sign of losing his touch. Number 9. Hugh Jackman.
What is on your neck?
I bit myself shaving.
This thespian is more than a blockbuster success. He's readily performed in theater over the past couple decades and is a Tony-winning force to be reckoned with. Nonetheless, he will undoubtedly be most remembered for his long-running performance as Wolverine, a mutant superhero with little need for a shirt over his rippling muscles.
So, couldn't wait to get my shirt off again, huh?
Jackman is an on-the-nose last name for a beefcake like Hugh, but it's nice to see he is incredibly talented on top of this. For those of us who don't have access to Broadway, he showed us his impressive penchant for theater performances in the next decade with Les Miserables.
When I have come so far and struggled for so long.
Number 8. Usher. Usher Raymond IV has sold millions of records since he became active in the music industry in the early 90s and has achieved numerous Billboard Hot 100 singles along with a handful of #1 hits. Creating many songs about both love and lovemaking, his repertoire is the perfect bedroom playlist. On top of that, in an industry with its fair share of misogynist influences, Usher is a self-proclaimed feminist and quite a sweetheart. Still not convinced? Not only is he another celebrity who can make just about anyone stop what they're doing by removing his shirt, but he also has dance moves that are nearly on par with Michael Jackson.
She asked for one more dance, and I'm like, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to leave? And I said, yeah.
Number 7. Enrique Iglesias. The king of Latin pop is one of the best and most popular Spanish performers of all time. A feat like that requires more than simply looks to accomplish. Iglesias is hella talented and would easily end up center stage without head-turning features to boot. But to put it bluntly, he's also a beautiful man. With songs that perfectly encapsulate the freedom and romanticism of traveling, backpacking abroad, and adventure, Iglesias is a special kind of sexy.
I can touch your earlobe and slow your heartbeat.
Without even laid eyes on his gorgeous face, Enrique's hybrid English-Spanish songs already make us want to fall in love. Number 6. Matthew McConaughey.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
Here's the thing about Matthew McConaughey. We get older, he appears to stay the same age. Even in his late 40s, he looks just as young and tantalizing as he did in his breakout role in Dazed and Confused. The McConaissance arguably started in 2011 with The Lincoln Lawyer.
Are you sure there's not anything that you're not telling me?
But it was in the prior decade that he was all about the abs and very against shirts. To the point of parody, McConaughey was practically typecasted as the hot shirtless guy. While he's more likely to appear at the Oscars now than on the cover of People magazine as the sexiest man alive, this is one actor who did and continues to look all right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
Oh, Christ.
How you doing?
Number 5. Justin Timberlake. The final picks on this list were really difficult to rank. When it came down to it, Timberlake's triple threat of singing, dancing, and acting are just too impressive to ignore. No member of the boy band frenzy of the 90s managed to sell out stadiums with solo performances quite like Justin did in the 2000s. Don't let the expensive suit fool you into thinking he'll be completely well-mannered. The man's got an edge that is epitomized in his breakdowns on the dance floor. He also appears in films that are hilarious as well as films that are Oscar-worthy.
$1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool? You.
If there's a man worthy of both worldwide recognition and our hearts, surely it's Timberlake. Number 4. Heath Ledger. First melting hearts in North America with his performance in 10 Things I Hate About You.
I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby.
Ledger proved to be an endearing and lovesick puppy dog right out the gate. His raw and subversive performance in Brokeback Mountain hinted at an incredible acting ability.
Well, I guess I'll see you around, huh?
And his untimely death in 2008 shocked and saddened the world. Perhaps it was a mixture of his untapped potential, work for the LGBT community, and iconic Joker performance that remain as his legacy.
I don't want to kill you.
But he was also a charming boy next door with a sexy Aussie accent that made it difficult for us to keep from blushing in more than a few incredible performances. Number 3. George Clooney.
Women do not respond well to guys who come on to them while they're wearing their wedding ring.
From Dr. Ross to Danny Ocean to a wide and varied number of big screen roles, Clooney is proof that some things really do get better with age. Featured on the cover of People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive not once but twice in 1997 and 2006 respectively, Clooney has dazzled audiences with his roles as a mischievous thief in Ocean's 11, a hard-hitting lawyer Michael Clayton, and a brutal HR rep in Up in the Air.
How you sleep at night, man? Huh? How's your family? They sleeping well at night? Electricity still on?
Honestly, not only has he made aging look cool, but his salt and pepper coif, crinkly eyes, and sexy voice have won him thousands of fans all over the world.
So don't talk to me about Pammy and the kids. I got my hands full.
Number 2. Brad Pitt. When he first hit the scene, it was hard to ignore that Pitt was a drop-dead gorgeous actor. But thanks to his acting skills, he eventually became a regular at the Academy Awards for his performances in critically acclaimed films. There are 2 films in particular that perhaps best embody his endless supply of sex appeal, however, as a shirtless anarchist in Fight Club at the turn of the decade and a bronze Greek hero in Troy. His star power likely contributed to establishing the Aniston-Jolie-Pitt love triangle as the tabloid event of the decade.
We'll talk about this later.
And his seeming unwillingness to age is its own twist on Benjamin Button. With his near-perfect looks and charisma, it's no surprise Brad Pitt made waves like few others. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
So find me something that looks like a print so I can grab one of these assholes and shake their tree, because this not fucking around thing is about to go both ways.
I don't know. Guess I'm not feeling it this year.
You shouldn't be here.
That's what you said last night.
Number 1. Ryan Gosling. Gosling knows how to make our hearts melt with such precision that a meme of his drop-dead sexy face calls obvious attention to his near perfection. In possibly the most tear-inducing love story of the early 21st century memory, Gosling's breakout role in The Notebook was ample argument for him to end up on our list.
It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Taking on prominent roles of the bad boy with always what seemed to be our best interest in mind certainly aided his case. Meanwhile, a six-pack that makes us drool completely knocks it out of the park for Ryan.
Seriously? It's like you're photoshopped.
Honestly, even a silly interview with Ellen is more than enough to make our loins stir.
Here's what I'm gonna say. I don't know if you agree with me, but I would say that Ryan Gosling's the best guest we've ever had on the show.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.